is the Mirror House of Kyoto. In 1910, a wealthy merchant builds a house covered in mirrors so that he could, quote, live amongst the riches of his fortune. Over the years, several families who lived there vanished without a trace. The only clues, handprints on the glass and words scratched into the mirrors. Locals say the house shows things that aren't really there. Are you brave enough to enter the Mirror House? Let me know in the comments below. In 1910, Kyoto, Japan, a wealthy merchant named Takeuchi lived in a large mansion with his family. He loved to entertain guests and show off his vast fortune. One day, he had a brilliant idea to build a house entirely covered in mirrors so that he could live amongst his riches at all times. He hired the best craftsmen to create a spectacular glass palace for him. The walls, floors, and ceilings were all covered in mirrors, which reflected his wealth back at him in all directions. The house became famous throughout the city, and people would come from far and wide to see the amazing sight. But as the years went by, strange things began to happen. Several families who lived in the house vanished without a trace. Some say they were cursed by a vengeful spirit that lived within the walls. Others say they simply lost their minds after seeing too many reflections. One day, a group of friends decided to explore the abandoned house. As they walked through the rooms, they noticed something strange. All of the mirrors were covered in dust, yet the handprints on the glass were perfectly clear. It was as if the people who had lived there had just vanished into thin air. The friends continued to explore the house. They found a diary in one of the rooms. The last entry was from the previous owner, dated March 1939. He wrote about how he and his family were preparing for an important festival and how excited they were to celebrate. But as the days passed, the entries became more and more frantic. The owner wrote about strange noises in the night and how he was seeing things out of the corner of his eye. The final entry was a scream. "Help me. What is this place? Why can't I escape? There are things in here that shouldn't be here. I'm scared." As the group of friends read the diary, they felt a cold presence behind them. They turned around, but there was nothing there. Then they heard a noise in the next room. They froze. Was it a ghost or something worse? The diary fell to the ground as they ran for the hills. From that day on, the locals warned others to stay away from the house. They say that it's haunted by the spirits of those who vanished within its walls. And some say that the house itself is alive and feeds on human despair. The fate of the Mirror House of Kyoto remains unknown.